Imogen, let's kick this off with that first very important question, which is, tell us where you were before you found the coaching masters. Where were you in your life?
Well, I was living my dream. I was dancing. I've always been a professional dancer. So I was dancing, living on cruise ships, traveling all around the world, waking up in a different country every day. And then I lost it all. I lost everything because of obviously Corona and all of that. Luckily, I was home just before it all happened because I have a lot of friends that were on the ship that got stuck in Japan. They couldn't leave the ship. And you're in a cabin, literally, like, I can't even explain the size. There's like nothing to it. So that was my whole passion. I was always following that career. And then to know that I had nothing, I came back home and I did TV presenting. So I did some TV work, but I was just so lost. I'd always been someone that want to work for myself. I hated rules. I hated someone else telling me what to do, someone telling me when I could be ill or have a day off or go on holiday. I hated all of that. So I was just so lost, and it was lockdown that I was in, and luckily I could come back to my parents' home. I had that safety, but I was just like, what the hell do I do with my life? I was at that point.
Sure. And a lot of people are going to be able to relate to that as well. That point of feeling lost and being lost. I certainly can relate to that from before I discovered coaching when I was a postman. Did you have any breakthrough moments or realizations that led you to wanting to make a change in your life?
Yeah, like I've always been very ambitious, always been very driven. Like I've followed my dream of dancing, and then I luckily left it and was like, I want to make my own life. I want to be my own boss, my own rules. But then when that point was that we were all locked down, it was like, what, I have to do something. And I honestly read book after book, like online. I didn't even know there was like online businesses. I know that sounds stupid, but I really didn't know that there was businesses online. And now it's like all I see, and it's like this whole world that is just incredible. And I just, like, the more I searched, the more obviously came up. And I was at that point where I'd lost who I was. I'd lost, like, who is Imogen? Like, what does she like to do? What does she even want to do with her life? So it was that I either just carry on down this route and just keep falling, or I do something about it. And that's the big breakthrough that I had. So I was like, I'm going to change. I have to.
Yeah. Wow. And I kind of get goosebumps hearing you say that, actually, because I know that feeling so much of the falling.
Yeah.
And if I carry on down this rabbit hole, that's it. I'm gonna be totally lost. What was it that made you want to join the Coaching Masters?
First of all, when I saw the video, I saw this like advert video, and I actually cried, which I will admit, because my whole life I've been called the agony aunt. Like, my friends always call me the agony aunt. I've always been that like positive person. People are like, you're so sick because you're always so positive. And it's been something that I get through my own life with, and being everyone else's kind of person that they fall on. And then I saw that video that could be a job, that could be a career. I was just like, honestly mind blown, that I just cried and was like, holy shit, I've actually, like, it's like, Imogen, this is you, like, fully in. It was like it said that in the title. And then with the Coaching Masters, like a lot of the other girls said, it was so much about the community. It was like, you do this course and there was so much value. Like, even to this day, I am still looking and finding even more things. There's even more value, even you guys doing all this TV, your power hours, like everything that you do, it's just a constant added value. So it was like, that was a big thing for me. And also, they're like leaders, you three boys, it's like the drive that you have. I relate to that. I'm not stopping until I get there. I'm not. So it was your passion and your drive, knowing that there was the community support. You ever had a question, someone was there answering. I know, like a lot of the others have said. So it was the community and the courses as well, the workshops. 1,000,000% made it. I don't think I would be the coach I am today if I didn't have those workshops, because from day one, I couldn't even say my name. When we had to go around and say like, oh, what's your name? Tell us about yourself. I honestly was having heart palpitations. Like, I actually don't think anything is going to come out of my mouth. So then to go from that and then to where I am now, purely from the practices, the workshops, getting coached by each other and doing it all together, even watching each other as well, was huge, and like my reason for joining, definitely.
Awesome. I love that. That's so good. So tell us about the journey that you took. What journey did you take with TCM in terms of like what courses did you do and what did you love about the courses?
So I did the accreditation and I did NLP, but I did them together. So it was like all week I was just TCM constantly. And then yeah, that's what I did. And then it was the workshops that was just huge. And because I was just eating it all at once, there was actually, what's amazing, so amazing about the courses is that you are family. Like, you've never met these people before, ever, but yet in the first session and then the sessions moving forward, you not only learn how to coach, you go through all the shit that you need to. Like, you cannot be a coach if you don't go through your own shit. Like, you can't tell someone how to do something without doing it yourself. And there was that sacred space that we could all do that, and we could all support each other and hold each other's hand while you came out with stuff that you didn't even know you were holding on to. Like, so many NLP techniques that we did, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was in my brain. I didn't even know that was a memory, but that actually subconscious memory is what's been holding me back for so many years. Like, and now I've uncovered it. So that was huge. And it was about doing it first, like going through it all first, doing all the inner work first in that safe space, that safe room together. And then you learn, okay, I know what it feels like now, so I know what I can accommodate for other people, for clients.
Definitely. Wow. That's incredible. And it's so true as well. It's such a key part of the journey that a lot of I find a lot of we don't often talk about other organizations, but a lot of other organizations do miss that, because a lot of other organizations is very textbook training, textbook coaching, but you got to have that emotional element to it because you're on a journey of change. What results have you had since working with TCM?
So I'm new in my business, so but I've been getting clients in. I had all these goals. I've got this ladder of goals that I want to climb. So I started off with the 15k month, and then I was up to the 2k month. My last one was 6k months. That was my next step, and then now my next target is the 10k month. So hearing all these other ladies in here, I'm like, oh, this gives me even more determination, and I'm so excited for it because I'm still new and I love one-to-one, but I have just launched my course, which literally launches today. So that's my 10k goal. Because I know, I was like, oh my God, launch day. Because I absolutely love one-to-ones. I love seeing the breakthroughs in every session. So then it's like, how can I accommodate that more? How can I do that for more people and give them the right kind of time? So that was my reason for doing a course. And so I can accommodate it for more people.
Did you ever have any doubts about being able to make this work before you started?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And you know what? Every time I had a doubt, what I've learned, and it's a huge thing, and I hope this helps anyone listening, is that it's never about strategy. It's never about business or, like how many people, like what you're drawing in or what you're attracting. It's always about the work you've got to do for you first. If you are like, I was my own block, I was my own sabotage, and me worrying, me thinking I can't do this is me not believing in myself. So every time I get that doubt, I have to be like, okay, what work do I need to do? Because I'm preaching this coaching and I solely believe in it. So then I need to use it to make me be that best version. So anytime I do have that doubt, and you will have that doubt, because if you don't have the doubt, you're never going to grow. If you don't have the fear, you're never going to have the courage. If you don't have the heartache, you're never going to have the love, right? You have to go through that. And the strongest is when you do go through it. You actually see it as something that's going to get you to that place. So that means really there's beauty in doubt and there's beauty in fear, but it's the striving through that will enable you to get to that place.
So true. That's so spot on. Where do you think you'd be right now if you hadn't have invested in the coaching masters in the first place?
I actually couldn't even think about it. I know like my life's been dancing, but I could not imagine not of doing this. I really could. I don't know my life without TCM, to be honest. I'm like, I don't want to think about it before, but I'll just still be lost. I would still not know who I was. I would always have that ambition, but ambition for what? Like, I'd just be lost trying to find something. And it's always, and someone else said it as well, it's like trying to fill something. It's like we all need to fill that hole. But when you do this work and you do coaching work, you get to fill that hole while creating the life that you dream of, which Definitely. Is amazing.
Wow, that's incredible. Have you got time just for the last couple of questions?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
But you have some incredible answers, Imogen. So what's next for you and your coaching journey?
Well, obviously my launch goes today for my new course. I've got a course, and then I've got another 2 in the back of my mind that I want to launch as well. So I want to have those launching like a few times throughout the year, and then be like, you know, the evergreen course while still doing the one-to-one clients. But the beauty of this is that one-to-one can be less, so it's not like, because before I was having like 8 a month or something, so then it's less of that. My time is spent more in like just living my life, being the creative. My podcast, I want to get more influential guests on to grow that. I'm going to say it here because I'm going to hold myself accountable, but I will be writing a book. I don't know when that is, but I want to write a book because my whole life I've been dyslexic. I've been told I'm not clever and I can't read, I can't write. So when I went through this, I was like, I'm not choosing that belief anymore. I am not having that belief. So now to just like really punch that in, I'm like, I'm going to write a book. So and I just keep seeing it's going. The workshops we're going to try get some TV appearances. So yeah, it's just growing and growing constantly.
Incredible. And lastly, what would you say to anybody who is thinking about doing one of the coaching masters courses?
Oh my God, just don't think. Like there is no question about it. Like listen to all of this, go onto the group, see all the comments that everyone makes. Like you not only get the community, get the value, get the teachings, create your own business, get freedom, you get the family element, the support. So whatever you go through in it, you have everyone behind you that is there to help you and back you until you are on this bit, until you're on the Motivational Monday, speaking your words.